the 2023 SEMA event. Like, how exciting is that? But we are here with the Tap In podcast, and my name is Dystany Spurlock. Chris couldn't be with us today, but that's okay. We're going to rock it out. But I want to introduce you to an amazing person. Like, I'm not even going to give him a huge introduction because I'm going to let him do the talking himself because he's that special. So, right now, we have Mr. Julius Curry.
Hey, how you guys doing today?
Awesome. So, how are you enjoying SEMA? Like, is this your first year? Tell us a little bit.
Yeah, this is my first year coming out here. I was invited, by Chris, and he was like, "Man, you think about coming out and bringing out your driver development car?" And I said, "Man, I love to. I'd rather to have a couple of my guys come out there too and let you guys know what we offer and how we can help in the motorsports industry."
That's so awesome. So this is your first year. So is it overwhelming? Is it what you expected it to be? Like,
it was just what I expected. I'm from Detroit, so we go to the auto show all the time as a kid. So coming out here and looking at all the companies and suppliers and partners with SEMA and just being able to see like the opportunity to access, right?
Yeah.
And that's just what we're here for. We create opportunity to access. But in order to do that as a business, you got to come out and have these type of events to attend so that you can bring your brands and opportunities to the market.
That's right. Look, do your feet hurt yet? Because it's a lot of people out here, right?
Yeah, it do. I got the Jordan 1s on today, so I'm good. I made sure I was comfortable.
I'm with it. Hey, Jordan, you heard him. We give you a plug, right?
Let's get it.
All right, so now I want to get into who you are, what's your background, like, how'd you get your start?
Well, how I got my start, I graduated from University of Michigan, degree in sports management, marketing, and communication, and I studied motorsports. And the thing that I studied about motorsports was how we create an economic opportunity for an industry that's looking to grow, right? And what does that mean? Motorsports is parts, tires, engines, people, races, series, sanctioning bodies, and we have a group of people that can bring everybody together like glue, so that we can expand in the industry as one, and all people can be a part of that.
That's awesome. So, did you always want to go into sports marketing, or did you know that from birth, or was it kind of like you fell into it?
Well, my dad was into racing. He liked racing. He worked on race cars when they were crashing in Detroit. And so in the garage, we would weld cars, fix on them. And I was like, "Dad, that's not a regular car." He said, "Yeah, that's a race car." And I'm like, "What's a race car?" So I fell in love with race cars and race car sets and trains and all that kind of stuff. And so I was like, well, when I get older, I want to do body kits and I want to sell parts like my grandfather who made parts and sold them to General Motors. And I wanted to create the legacy for my children and to pass down to other people like me so that they can see the opportunity on becoming a motorsport team one. But not only that, being a development team to help develop drivers on different aspects of where they are, whether it's business, whether it's personal, whether it's trying to get track time, figuring out what series they want to be in. We're the guys that try to help you get to that point and have access and opportunity.
So you talk about driver development. So is that what Curry Motorsports is?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yep. We're a driver development team, similar to like the Skip Barbers and schools like that, the Andy Hillenberg and NASCAR. But what we want to do is like introduce you to the opportunity and access to the different series. So it's about creating diversity in motorsports with using it into different aspects of motorsports and understanding how we are minorities in each individual category, so that we can create opportunities for minority-owned businesses, race teams, and drivers that are trying to expand their careers and get opportunity in the industry.
So what sets your organization apart from the Skip Barbers and the Berta Rooses? What makes you different?
The access and opportunity, I think, is the most important because we're going to inner city communities where we're from. I'm from Detroit. We went to a school, Reichhoff Technical Center, and we help those students find on-the-job training and placement opportunities so that they can get jobs in the summertime. We sponsor transportation to and from and feed the students. Not only that, we have a driver development program where a couple of drivers are here that we flew here, got them developed, got them tested so that we can create a development plan so that they can get their road to Super Trofeo. And so that's the main thing. Me being a new company in IMSA, I wanted to bring that. I wanted to be able to say, we got music, we got fashion, we got art, we have STEAM, not just STEM, we got the A too. And I think the A is very important.
So that's what I love about what you just said. You all just don't stick to one thing. You all do it all. You said fashion, the hands-on, the driving. Do you all do sim stuff too?
Yes, we got drivers that are like some of the top sim drivers in the world. That's on our team. We have about 24 drivers total. And some of our guys are like top 5 sim drivers in the world. But my thing now is to develop you as a race car driver.
That's
to
right.
get you the test and then go out there and see, well, how do I get to Super Trofeo? Well, you need 100 laps, you need a test, you need to go out here and do this. So we help you create that roadmap. But what if you're a spec Miata guy? My goal is a spec Miata series. We help you with that, and then we say, well, what is your dream? And you say, my dream is this. But this is how you get there. This is the pathway to get to that position. And then we have the resources that are already in motorsports. We just need to connect the dots. And I think if we can be the glue, right? As in the industry and the leaders in the industry that can create that opportunity, not just say it and nothing happens.
That's right.
We're creating the opportunity and we're doing it.
I love it. So what is Curry Motorsports' what is your mission statement? Like, what do you want people to remember you by? Creating
access and opportunity.
Creating access.
And what that means is creating access to curriculum-based, curriculum-based opportunities where we can create a curriculum based on your business model, because everybody's business model is different. I can go to Jack Rouse and say, this is how you guys run your business. We've been following you, we've been seeing how to do it. We can go to Nike and say, this is how you've been doing it. Well, how do you expand into the market, into the inner cities, and people from K through 8, and also from high school to college, and transition them on each level? We want to help create that arm and that opportunity so that we can, be there to with hands-on training, development, and workforce placement and opportunity. Workforce placement and place you into market where you can be more successful.
Yeah. And that is phenomenal, because a lot of these other companies, they don't teach you you need an EPK or you need a sponsorship packet. They don't teach you to come out to these shows. They just want to put you in a car, get seat time, and that's it. Yeah, that's part of it, but you also need to know the business of where you're going and how to obtain the sponsorships and how to look presentable on social media, because that's where everybody goes now.
Right.
And by the way, I've seen your social media. Listen, top tier. The fashion is beautiful. The cars are phenomenal. But let's talk about your car. So what is the car that the kids use to?
Well, we have the Evo 1 that they race in the Super Trofeo series in there. And so we have about 24 drivers that came out to do a test and see where they are. And we picked that because in the urban culture where I'm from in Detroit, everybody wants to have a Lamborghini, a Bentley, a Ferrari, because we got Fords, GM, and Chrysler every day. But those cars are awesome as well. But I asked my guy, I said, man, what you want to race? He said, I want a Lamborghini. So one of my teammates, actually Justin Fargas, he was like, man, I got me, he bought a couple Lamborghinis when we made it to the NFL. And I was like, you know what, I want one too.
Right.
So now to be able to have an opportunity to create development in the industry and utilize these cars and work with these manufacturers and work with teams and work with other drivers and wherever they are in their career, it's just great, because every day I create a new experience.
Yeah, definitely.
And everybody's dream is different.
That's right.
And so my goal is that how do you stay true to your dream? That's how we work.
Yes. And that's staying true to your dream is what a lot of people do. A lot of people, they want to do one thing, but they see what everybody else is doing in social media. So they're like, you know what, let me switch it up. Everybody else is doing that. Let me do that. No, if you stay authentic to yourself, that's when you'll really thrive. And that's what you're helping these people do.
Exactly. And even if you're just a fashion company, right?
Yeah.
You're like, look, I want to get in motorsports. You come on, fire suits, jackets, hoodies, hats, shoes. Like, how many minority-owned businesses are in that market? So me just putting the access and opportunity that it's there and saying, come on out, let's create those partnerships and meet with the people that are here at SEMA that have the opportunity to expand your dream and make it come true.
For sure. So what is some advice that you would give to a young girl, a young man, a man, woman, whoever, that inspires to get into the motorsports community? What's some advice that you would give them?
The first thing I would say is, like, a lot of guys are in sim, right? So sim racing, go-kart racing are the two main things that a lot of guys that go from, like, karting to Formula One, or from, to midget racing, or, to NASCAR. And so we just want to be able to help you find your path. And it's authentic to whatever you want to do. It's not authentic to what we do. Our service is to create a perfect opportunity for you to fulfill your dreams in motorsports, utilizing our manufacturers, partners, and suppliers that have opportunities within their businesses that can expand their brand as well, which is why we're here.
Awesome. So where do we see Curry Motorsports in the next 5 years?
The goal is to be in all racetracks, helping develop drivers and seeing them win championships.
I love it. Well, I'm sure we'll definitely see that, right?
Yeah.
So now I'm going to ask you an off-the-wall question. What is your top 3 favorite cars?
I gotta go with I'm a Lamborghini fan, so Lamborghini Huracan as far as race car. Even though I like the Aventador
That's
the
my
most,
favorite.
and then I like the Urus. So but as far as like hot rods, I'm a mixture of GM40 Chrysler. I gotta go with my Challengers, Chargers, Mustangs. I gotta go with the Bosses, Eleanor, and then with General Motors, of course, you got the Chevelles, Camaros. So those are my 2 favorite. In each individual, not in specific order, but those are the cars I like.
Got you. So a little birdie told me that you did some NASCAR Truck Series racing. Is that true?
Well, yes, we actually got involved in NASCAR Truck Series in 2006, working with Bobby Hamilton before he passed, and it was just tough to continue to develop without a guy like him in a development position. We did have, we do of course have Rev Racing, but they had a lot of development guys that they were developing at the time, and I think the timing just wasn't right. And I think now the time is perfect for us to collaborate, help each other develop pit crew, drivers, coaches, and team owners so that we can help develop the sport and expand what we're currently doing, but also make sure we have the proper suppliers in place that are here and in other countries that we can have a sustainable series or whatever we're trying to create.
That's so good. Well, guys, thank you guys for tuning in. And where can the people find you?
You can find me on official Curry Motorsports on Instagram. Right now, we're redoing our website. And the reason why we wanted to wait till after SEMA so we can see who are going to be our partners for 2024, right? Who are going to be our drivers? Who are going to be the people that truly believe in what we're doing and the causes that we're a part of. And the main thing is mental health, right?
Oh, my God.
And so mental health in motorsports is important to me. So we're working on a podcast right now that we're going to talk about mental health on Mondays, because that's the first thing before you start your racing careers. Where am I at in life, and how can I get to where I'm going? So the state of where you are financially and economically is going to determine where you see yourself in a year, 5 years, and 10 years from now. And so that means we have to have the resources to help create your dream and opportunity. So let's make it happen.
I love that you said that, because mental health is a big thing that I want to focus on also, because so many people are struggling, and to be in the motorsports world, I'm sure most of you all know I race cars and motorcycles, but I see a lot of racers like Bubba Wallace, and they're struggling because mentally they're not focused, right? So when you're behind a car that's 300 horsepower, 500 horsepower, and you're not mentally together, like, that can cause an issue. So I would like for us as motorsports racers to talk about that more and let people know that it's okay to not be okay and to say something. You know?
And I had to now, and that kind of put me behind a little bit, because I was like, what do I really want to do? Where do I want to be at in the industry? Do I want to win championships, or do I want to make an impact in motorsports to help all people have a sustainable system in different series without all of the different things that are going on right now? We want to change that so that the issues aren't an issue. But we want to create curriculums and opportunities and access so that there is no excuse to win.
Say it again. I love that. I love that. Awesome. Well, thank you guys for tuning into the Tap In podcast. We have our guest, Julius Curry, and we'll see you next episode.
All right, cool. And also, too, man, I want to give a shout out to I Am My City. They're our corporate to career partners, right? And what they do is in community partners. So what they do is they actually go out and meet with the drivers, talk to them about their careers, and we have one-on-one meetings to talk to them about where do they see themselves in the community, and also where do they see themselves in their career. And so if it wasn't for I Am My City to help in that aspect, and also with the fashion, she has a clothing line which is I Am My City Detroit. And so the goal is to bring Detroit out here and show them what we're doing, and see how we can bring industries together here from Las Vegas to Detroit and make it make sense.
Awesome. So you heard it here first. Check in with I Am My City. At I Am My City
on Instagram, and you'll see some great things, create great content, and help out drivers every day.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you next episode.